and welcome to Fearless Heart and Mind. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Just like you need to take care of your body, you need to take care of your mind as well. It includes your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how you think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how you handle stress, relate to others, and make choices in your life. Good mental health isn't just the absence of mental health problems. It essentially means being able to function well in day-to-day life. It facilitates you to feel good about yourself and have a sense of purpose in life. Mental health problems can range from mild to severe. They can be short-term or long-term lasting. Some common types of mental health problems include anxiety disorders, depression, and bipolar disorder. You may have a mental health problem if you feel very sad, anxious, or stressed for a long time, have trouble sleeping, have trouble concentrating, are using alcohol or drugs to cope, or are having thoughts of harming yourself or others. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's important to get help from a professional. Untreated problems can have serious consequences. They can lead to substance abuse, financial problems, relationship problems, and even suicide. But there's good news. Mental health problems can be treated with either independent approach or professional help or both. Most people with mental health problems get better and are able to live healthy, productive lives. It's important to remember that mental health problems are real, serious medical condition, and mental health problems are nothing to be ashamed of. They're not a sign of weakness. With proper diagnosis and treatment, most people with mental health problems can be better and lead productive lives. Mental health is an important part of overall health for people of all ages. It's important to have ups and downs in how you feel throughout the day, week, or year. But if you're feeling down for a long time, it could be a sign of a problem. We all want to live happy and healthy lives, but sometimes it's hard when we're constantly bombarded with negative thoughts. The good news is that there is a lot of things that we can do in order to not let your mind be affected by whatever happens around you. Make sure that your mindset is in a positive setting. You should not allow yourself to think negatively. So, everything that you do on a day-to-day basis, you want to really take a look at how you're processing it. The best thing to do when you're viewing something in a negative way is really question why it's being experienced that way and why it has triggered this event or thought. Why do you feel the way you do? You can't control everything in your life, but you do have the power to change how we see our negative events. If an event is going wrong or on any given day, then it's up for a debate whether or not this should continue happening, because all the potential negativity ahead when one problem has been solved, there are many options, more options available as well. With every new morning, start off fresh with no past mistakes held over your head. You're free again. The first step to improving your mental health is by simply questioning the negativity that surrounds you. It's not enough to just think positively. There needs to be some action behind those thoughts too. But once we start asking ourselves, how can I become more positive, then things will change very quickly, because all that starts with you. How are you doing now? Is what I'm doing making me healthy or unhealthy? And why do certain people tend to make me unhappy even though they don't realize it? By focus on your thoughts process, you start really viewing the world differently. You begin to process thoughts and events in life more wisely after understanding yourself better. This leads not only to a change or perspective, but also an increased creativity that will allow for things like doing what we enjoy, even though previously it might have seemed negative or boring. The more you train your brain to think positively, the easier it becomes for that part of our mind to go into action without much efforts. This means we can focus on what's good in life and not let negative thoughts take over. And as you're thinking positively and not allowing the negative thoughts to come in, you now have more control of your thoughts, your brain, your mind, and your mental health. Regarding the importance of self-reflection, there are many benefits you have by asking yourself these questions. The more you learn about your thoughts and emotions through this process in life will allow you for better clarity when making decisions on what is right or wrong from an external point of view. Also, it will improve your personal happiness levels with greater insight into how they affect others around them. One thing you can do during these times, make sure your mindset stays positive no matter what happens throughout the day. Even if something goes wrong at work, which it will happen, I'll take care of myself by reminding myself why being alive matters so much more than any job I could ever hope to have. The fear of unknown can be daunting, but it's important to take risks in life. You are more likely to have a fulfilling and happy existence if you're not scared what might happen next or how your decisions will turn out. The key here is learning from any anxiety-inducing moments so that they don't build up over time into something chronic like depression. There are many things that can go in your head, but it's important to know that you can process these negative thoughts. It will help with understanding that is happening, what's happening inside of us, right? And making decisions accordingly. We all have a mind, a heart, and body. They're connected to one another. So it's important that we take care of them the way we should. The voice in your head has a lot to say about what you do next. You can't just go with the flow, then life gets tough. When life gets tough, right? So because nobody knows for sure how things will turn out, so instead of letting fear get between us and our goals, ask questions like, why am I worried? Or even better yet, stop being afraid. Today's a new day and you get to decide how it goes. Think about what would happen to you, right? What would happen to make you the happiest? The thought and emotion we experience as children have a lasting impact on our mental health. There are many benefits to processing these feelings right away instead of putting them off for later, such as feeling more balanced or less overwhelmed with life's challenges. Overall, because we already dealt with one major obstacle before it became overwhelming. A lot can happen in just your teenage years. You might become an adult who goes out into the world expecting things from other people. At least some part-time work under their belt, but still feeling like they are never quite ready, yourself included. But if those early years were spent learning how you can tackle an issue by mapping out your thought process and working on it, most of the problems that one experiences might have never come up in the first place. Maintaining a healthy body is not only important for your physical health, but it can also have a profound impact on mental health. Physical activity helps to release endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. In addition, healthy eating habits can help to improve energy levels and concentration. When the body's healthy, it is better able to cope with stress and anxiety. Furthermore, getting enough sleep is essential for both physical and mental well-being. When the body's rested, it is better able to fight off illness and maintain a positive outlook. You need it, so don't exhaust yourself by doing too much or try to focus on things that may not be working in order to get the results that you want from them, because every person gets tired differently. Therefore, what might work for one person might not work for the other. Hence, sleeping 8 hours a day is not mandatory, but if it gives you the satisfaction you deserve, you can go for it. So you really have to do some sort of experiments and test what works and what does not work for you. So it's worth doing that for yourself. than taking advice from others, a lot of other people, and getting the results that you want. You have to really pay attention to your body and how it's making you feel based on what you're trying. Furthermore, if you're not eating the right nutrition, your body is not getting the right nutrients to be healthy enough, to be strong enough, to handle everything in your life. So, if you need to take a look at what you are eating, am I eating too much of this? Am I eating not enough of this? Am I eating 3 meals, 4 meals a day? Again, don't pay attention to what anybody may say to you. You only need 2 meals, 3 meals a day. Pay attention to, again, your body. What is your body telling you? Do you need a bigger meal? Do you need to have 4 meals a day instead of 3? Do you need snacks, or do you need more of a balanced meal in the morning because you feel tired by midday or feel all fleshy and weird by bedtime? All you need to do is just observe what your body requires and how it reacts to these different implementations, and then go ahead accordingly. Many people don't realize that importance of water intake for their overall health. Not only is it important to drink enough water, but the quality of the water is also very crucial. Where does your water come from? Is it filtered? Are you drinking enough throughout the day? These are all important factors to consider when thinking about your water intake. Drinking enough water is essential for many bodily functions, and it can also help improve your mental health. The next time you go for a glass of water, take a moment to think about the quality of the water you're drinking and how it impacts your health. When it comes to water, it's important to do your own research and figure out what's best for you. Certain waters can have different effects on the body, and it's important to be aware of these differences. If you're not drinking good quality water, you'll start to feel the effects on your overall health. This is because our bodies are made of a majority of water, so that when we put into our bodies and has a direct effect, it has a direct effect on our health. Ignoring the importance of water can lead to all sorts of health problems down the road. So make sure you do your research and choose the best water for your needs. Where and how do you spend your time also has a great impact on your mental health. If you are spending your days doing things you hate, your body will quickly become depleted. However, if you know who you are and what you want in life, you will be able to find activities that make you happy. Working on yourself and learning more about your interest is a great way to find out what you should do with your time. It is also important to take breaks throughout the day to refuel your body and mind. Taking time for yourself will help you avoid burnout and keep your mental health in check. If you're feeling down or having difficulty coping, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Talk to your doctor or a mental health professional. They can help you figure out what's going on and how to feel better. Taking care of your mental health is important for your overall well-being, so make sure to give yourself the attention and care you deserve. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.